So apparently, I had came across this story where there was some, when it comes to like the whole struggling of RuPaul's Drag Race. As I'm doing this, the third episode is currently airing on MTV. However, or if you go down to a bar, your local gay bar, whatever the case is, they're showing it there. Shout out to the people out, Roscoe's Tavern in Chicago, or many of the bars in New York that's showing it, in LA or wherever else that are showing it. But if you are not the type of person that wants to run down and watch Drag Race around a group of drunken people or people coming from work, whatever the case is, you want to watch it at home. Many people are struggling to find where they can watch the show. And they say each season, it becomes more and more difficult for them to try to watch the show. I guess you probably got to do like like the Russians are doing over there with Heated Rivalry. You got to do a VPN, you got to do the torrents, you got to do all the stuff. But a lot of people don't understand how to look for all of that and try to find a good torrent, be able to watch the show, whatever the case is. So, what inspired me to do this story was the fact that I came across an article that the Hollywood Reporter did regarding this whole story, because this has been a crisis for the past couple of years. And I was always saying that, I was like, why isn't Paramount Plus showing RuPaul's Drag Race? You have a whole streaming service when you got all the current episodes, even up to 16, well, 17, because 18 is currently airing. So you got all the current seasons and all stars of Drag Race on Paramount Plus. Why aren't you doing like all the other streaming services where it's like, okay, Drag Race, if you got cable, whatever the case is, MTV, whatever, how you watch it, show it on Friday. Upload Drag Race season 3 or episode 3, season 18 on Saturday. Why not do it like that? They do it like they do it Peacock, they do it all the other streaming services. Hulu, they do it all the streaming services. Paramount Plus, dinosaur ridden asses, because you got the Ellises over there, but it's not necessarily, I'm not gonna blame them particularly because they just acquired Paramount Plus a couple of months ago. But they so caught up in trying to, steal Warner Brothers Discovery that they're not paying attention to the IPs they have over there at Paramount Plus. So I'm sitting there like, why haven't y'all figured out to get Drag Race to come over there so that way it makes it easier for fans to go and watch the show? And also, you would think if you put RuPaul's Drag Race on Paramount Plus, particularly a lot of young people watch this show. And if you want to evolve the show for the next generation, if you keep it over on MTV, which most people don't watch, most people, including me, we watch streaming services. We don't have cable. We don't watch cable. Cable's too much. I mean, quiet as it's kept, these streaming services is about to get up there in the prices like cable. But nevertheless, why haven't you put on the streaming service? Because if you don't, then this show's going to die off. And if it's a greed thing with y'all over there, especially you, RuPaul, you like money. You've been showing time and time again, your ass is a capitalist. So you don't like money? Y'all trying to lose money over there? Because quiet as it's kept, I saw them rating numbers. The numbers, the ratings are slipping, even though they did hype it up and we did a story on it. But it's about, oh, this is the biggest numbers or whatever, whatever, whatever. But then as I was reading the article, it was like, it was hard to determine like what were the actual numbers. Like I was confused. But they throw a bunch of jargon around and we'll just believe it. So let's get into the article. So they said a brand new season of Drag Race is currently airing, but cord cutters are running into some problems when trying to tune into the show. The Emmy Award winning drag competition series has kicked off its 18th installment, platforming just over a dozen new artists as they compete for the title of America's Next Drag Superstar. New episodes roll out weekly on Fridays, airing on MTV, but without access to cable, there's no clear cut official streaming option backed by its network to stream new episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. With MTV as its home network, which is owned by Paramount, that would lead viewers to assume it would be available to watch on Paramount Plus during the new season. But that's not the case. In a Reddit thread titled How to Watch Season 18, a moderator wrote, quote, "We're getting lots of posts today asking the same questions about where to watch the episode," noting that they created said thread to provide a clearer roundup of how to tune in, adding that due to the I think they meant amount of posts asking about streaming options, any new posts asking where to watch, including season 18, will be removed so the sub doesn't get overwhelmed. One Reddit user shared their annoyance, writing, "Every season I get so frustrated because it's always a different streaming service, a different channel, and I never know where I can find it. It's ridiculous that I do not understand why it's like this because the show is popular and generates a lot of money. It's already bad enough they took away the MTV app. I'm ready to say forget it, and I'm a diehard fan." And that was the thing. See, I remember back in the day when Drag Race was on, and I told y'all when I was in college, because that's when RuPaul's Drag Race actually premiered on Logo and stuff. I was in film school, and what I used to do was because we didn't have Logo at the time. It was hard to find a channel that had Logo on it. So they had the Logo, dogotv.com. I used to go on there, and I'm supposed to be doing schoolwork. I'm sitting there watching Drag Race with with my classmate Tiffany. We were sitting there. Yeah, I'm airing the tea out. So me and this girl Tiffany, we would sit there and watch Drag Race. I have my headphones on. I'll be watching it, and I'll be having to make sure, like the teacher, so that way the teacher would come by, I would have to click it off real quick and make it look like I was doing my work. But I'm sitting there watching the old episodes of Drag Race, and that was the way you was able to watch it. Same thing with MTV. But I think after the past maybe 3 seasons, recent seasons, they stopped with the app or or the website, so you can't watch it. And they lead you to like, oh yeah, if you have like this type of cable provider that allows you to watch the show, but still with that, you have to have some type of cable provider. And a lot of people don't have Verizon Fios or whatever the case is, or Comcast or whatever the case, to try to be able to use that to watch it. So it makes it harder. And my friend David watches, like, I think he watches torrent versions or whatever, where it's like uncensored and you hear the cursing and everything. Because I remember when we did Safira Cristal's thing and I was in Philly with him, as soon as we was done with working that event and everything doing the live watch with Safira and a bunch of other drag queens, when we got back to our Airbnb, we actually watched the episode again, but it was the uncensored version. So um one thing, unless you know people who can actually send you that, then you'll be able to watch it. But for the most part, I just don't understand Paramount. Y'all really are dropping the ball with this. Like, quiet as it's kept, out of all the things on MTV, RuPaul's Drag Race is like the biggest thing y'all got going over there, and y'all not even taking advantage of I mean, y'all do like taking advantage of y'all fans with the amount of money y'all be asking of them at DragCon and all those other stuff, which y'all start doing those. I don't even know when y'all gonna get back to doing a US version of DragCon. Y'all didn't do one in LA last year. So I don't know. It's just y'all don't have no problem trying to take money from all these queens and the fans and all stuff and the cons and things. But when it comes down to actually doing what y'all need to be doing with the show, and child, let me tell you, the low budgetness was definitely felt when I went to the season 18 premiere. No shade, I'm just saying. So, um, yeah, it's hard to be able to watch the show. But now for me, I'll say this because I had no way of wanting to watch it, and what I was not doing was waiting months after the show aired for y'all to upload the new season of Drag Race to Paramount Plus. Because what they do is maybe like a week or two before they're about to drop the new season of All Stars, they'll put season 18 up there and then you watch it that way. Because y'all been doing that for the past couple of years, which I don't like. Because I was like, it would be smart if y'all actually put up that in the challenge. I don't understand why you don't put those shows on Paramount Plus. That's stupid. Y'all wait months to put it up there. And by the time the show's already done, because y'all still cuck to this idea that people have cable and they don't. So MTV, please get it together. Now, another user questioned why, despite the show never streaming next day on Paramount Plus, saying RuPaul's Drag Race hasn't adapted this format over time, saying, I really don't get why it's not on Paramount Plus the day after, like, say, Survivor. One user replied to the post, writing, probably to drive eyeballs / add revenue to MTV during Friday nights. If it was posted on P Plus the next day, a lot of people would stop tuning in live. Well, quiet is most people don't watch live shit. Well, are y'all slow? Who watches live TV? I mean, maybe a couple of y'all do. I don't. I don't like commercials, but I understand y'all like ads. I got bills to pay, whatever the case is. But Paramount Plus is prescription based or subscription based. So y'all already getting money from that, but y'all greedy. but y'all got ad revenues and stuff y'all want to pay for. And it's like, I don't like ads. I don't like commercials. You're already driving me to drink with the ones on YouTube every 5 minutes. But if I subscribe to YouTube stuff, then I won't be able to see as a content creator all the the algorithm, all the other stuff that I need to see in regards to like numbers and all this stuff. So I have to keep it with the ads in it so that way I can still do what I got to do on there. So then they said the show's full catalog, as y'all know, like I said, is on Paramount Plus, but the new season is not. So I do think they need to change that. Now they said instead new seasons are loaded to the streamer months after the series wraps. A source confirmed with the Hollywood Reporter season 18 will follow the same format, debuting on Paramount Plus at a later date following its linear run on MTV. Season 17 wrapped in mid April 2025 and hit Paramount Plus in late July, 3 months later. Yeah, so that's why I said around the time of All Stars 10. That's what they did, which was stupid because it's like by that time we already know who the winner is. So why we got to wait until 3 months later? That's just dumb. Now, the source additionally noted that MTV serves as a linear home to RuPaul's Drag Race, with new episodes available on demand through participating TV providers while the season is ending or airing. Sorry, they too cited that Paramount Plus is the year-round U.S. streaming destination for the franchise. The source did not indicate RuPaul's Drag Race live streaming destination. I just feel like with people cord cutting, people are not streaming. I mean, people are not watching cable. This is just dumb on their part. And I just feel like y'all really need to get with the program. But I did see this video over on TikTok. So we could just hurry and wrap this up. I'm gonna play all this clip and then we are going to come back and talk. Please hold.
Watch what's happening to Drag Race, and that it's really hard to find a way to watch it, even though what's happening to it is that it's better than it's been for a while. You see, allegedly, according to MTV's website, you can watch this on Paramount Plus, and what they mean by that is after season 18 is done airing, you can watch it there. I know. And also, MTV used to have a streaming service available until 2024 where you could watch TV air live with ads. Now you need to subscribe to Philo or Fubu or Boop.squelch. These can cost like $35, $45, $50. I think there's a deal on Philo where you can do it for $25 the first month. The thing is, like, obviously, I'm inclined to be paranoid about this regarding the ownership of Paramount and what kind of content they want to, face outwards. But the thing is, capitalism is stronger than bigotry, and this is a show that is making money. It's just that they are really trying to get people to buy cable, I guess, or MTV in that way. Obviously, this is archaic and fool-headed. It's very frustrating. I'm not entirely sure what we can do. You can buy it on Amazon and watch it like 2 days later. But let's say you're a very driven person. I would never suggest that you do something against the terms of service of a streaming platform, like, say, get some sort of program that makes it so your phone thinks it's somewhere else where you have access to the show on a different streaming platform. I would never say that. But say your phone was having like a very personal neurosis where they thought they were British. The phone might be deluded into thinking it's watching season 18 on Wow Presents Plus, where it does air for people living in the UK. You see, the American market for advertising is just too valuable to let us get it the way people elsewhere get it. It's not just that we have more spending power, it's that the American market is huge, it's diverse, it does have a lot of spending power. And also, we are a very consumer-driven culture that is very used to being advertised to and is very used to dealing with ads. Why sell the Highland cow when you could charge Americans for a whole bunch of money per bottle? I don't think that works. But yeah, it's frustrating because honestly, the show's still popular. Reddits are putting moratoriums on asking where it can be watched because it's just getting flooded with that question. But yeah, I'm a little worried that RuPaul's Drag Race flagship is turning into Earth and some sort of dystopian sci-fi where everyone needs to start colonizing elsewhere. I agree with Big Dipper in that if flagship goes down, Canada will be what's left. I wish there was a call to action here as far as supporting the show, because the only way to truly do that in its current form is to buy into this ridiculous model. This is frustrating. It's really hard to watch what's happening to Drag Race, and that is
I hate when it doesn't shut up. So annoying. Anyway, so all of what he said, all of what he said, all of what he said, running through my head, running through my head. Shout out to Tattoo. But I was like, all of everything he said, shout out to Phillips. Well, he calls himself Philip Seymour Hoffwoman, and also goes by All I Do Is Dry Heave. So yeah, shout out to him for that TikTok video. I want to always shout out my sources, whatever. But yeah, he's absolutely right. It's like I feel like at the end of the day, if it all goes to shit, what we'll have left is Canada. And Canada Drag Race definitely been stepping their pussy up in regards of like the content, the drama, all that other stuff. Although, like I said, I still am a little tight over who y'all pick. Because I don't want to spoil it in case y'all didn't see it. Who y'all picked to win the show. Justice for Ebony LaBelle is all I'll say. That other person, it was like, girl, please. The way she was acting on the show and y'all let her win, and y'all picked us the winner, whatever. But nevertheless, I just think it's unfortunate that y'all just out here y'all so caught up in being capitalists and taking advantage of of the fandom and the audience that this is all y'all care about. Y'all care about money more than the art of drag, which I guess has always been the overall complaint about how drag race has become way too mainstream and has diluted the true art of drag, which always happens whenever something goes into the mainstream. But I guess people gonna have to find other ways to go about it. But it's just like I kind of wish I would have just had it on Wow Presents Plus if you weren't gonna do it on Paramount Plus. Because it's just dumb that y'all don't have it on the next day on Paramount Plus. But there's a lot of shows that I've been saying that, like not only just Drag Race, but the Challenge. Like it don't make no sense why you gotta wait months for a full season of the Challenge or Drag Race to appear on a streaming service that literally is home to so many IPs. But I digress. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Because like I said, with me, I use Philo. I pay for $25 a month, but it's not Philo's not that's not the only thing I watch on Philo. I watch a couple other shows. I watch the Challenge, I watch the Braxtons, I watch a bunch of other things. I watch I don't have oh my god, was it AMC? So I watched like all the Walking Dead spinoffs and the new season that's supposed to be coming up soon of Interview with a Vampire. They're supposed to be doing like the one with where the Lestat goes and becomes a rock star. I'm looking forward to that season. So there's a couple of shows on there that I watch, and yeah, $25 a month is a lot. Some are paying 32, but I'm paying 25 because I've been with Philo for a minute. But some people are paying it's a lot for people, but it's just like it's a lot to ask for when you got so many streaming services and it's just too much. So I hope they figure it out and work it out because this is just ridiculous. The way y'all taking advantage of the people when you should be considerate of people's wallets. But someone said they watch it on Apple TV, but they buy all the episodes. But aren't the episodes like $2 or $3 a pop? Like who's gonna be paying all of that? That's a lot. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.